was in my hands. I did have a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, like a light.
Alright, so what's up non-microtransactions buyers? Now the story that we have today is gonna it's gonna knock your socks away, okay? If you're standing up, hug your loved ones, sit down, take a sip of water because very important stuff. The story is shocking, it's beyond belief, and basically there is a whole article that I want to go through. Very dark stuff, very dark stuff. It talks about some of the essential things and basically this man. I would love to see this man around my house too, because you know, I think he can take care of me. He can spray some Benjis down. Hey man, listen. Somebody send this person my channel. Life is kind of hard. It's kind of it's kind of rough out there, man, but I want to talk about the report because they are talking about some monetization strategies and devs, their expectations rising, you know, their expectations rising. They're developing AI robots and they're talking about strategies and they're talking about detecting whales. And in my opinion, a whale was a guy who would spend a Benjamin maybe, because that stuff was crazy to me, like how you would go ahead and spend a Benji every single day or maybe once a week on microtransactions. That was beyond. I'm the type of guy, I'm like, yeah, do whatever, it's your money, do whatever with your money. But this is next level, and developers, publishers are looking forward to this man. This is a most wanted man. Obviously his name would be everywhere at Activision, his name would be everywhere at EA, because they want this man, okay? They want this man to be on their game.
Remember, Patrick, flatter the customer, make him feel good.
Hello? I love you.
I don't want to take any longer, guys. Let's actually get right into it. Hands on my knees. The article says the following: someone spent over $220,000 in microtransactions on a Transformers game. I'm not making this up, okay? I'm not making this up, and this is a full-blown report, man. Listen. If you're that guy who just busted $220,000 on microtransactions on a Transformers game, bro, just I can't. This isn't, I'm not gonna be teaching you some moral stuff or anything like that. I'm not gonna bring in Bruce Lee. You know what, let's bring in Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was the man who feared a person who would go for like one kick a day for 10,000 days. But if Bruce Lee saw this man spending $220,000 on just one game, he would have died again. He probably would have asked to never be born. Like, I personally, if my mama told me before I accepted birth that somebody would be spending $220,000 on a microtransaction, I wouldn't have accepted birth. Absolutely not. I was born in a government hospital, by the way, but this article goes in detail and says the following: you thought $90,000 in microtransactions was bad? Then you should see what one person spent on a mobile Transformers game. Guys, mobile game. We're talking about mobile game, and maybe that's why Infinity Ward is saying that we're not gonna have supply drops in Modern Warfare, which I don't believe it. But I think that the reason they are going that route is because they got over 100 million people on Call of Duty Mobile, and they're definitely gonna be seeing money come in like water. They already are seeing money come in like water, but presumably they're gonna be seeing money come in like a tsunami after the fact. I mean, they're getting their schlongs involved, guys, and this is some very dark stuff. Check this out. A large part of the Game Connect Asia Pacific Conference, held days before PAX Australia as part of the Melbourne International Games Week, is developers sharing their wisdom with other devs. Some of that wisdom comes in the form of monetization strategies, because most OC devs are small studios working on mobile platforms or free-to-play titles, and at the end of the day, everyone needs to pay rent. In other words, they want to see money come in like water, and there's nothing wrong in that, you know? There is time for that. I want to see money come in like water. I bet you want to see money come in like water, but this is next level, let's say, okay? I can't, bro, I can't. And check this out, they are talking about like strategies here, and they're talking about reports. Like, check this out. But a key part of the process is understanding the audience of a game and what they are likely to pay. In the case of Rodeo, Stampede, and Endless Runner, which has gotten over 100 million downloads, Fong told the crowd that the highest spending user, or whales as they were referred to in the talk, might spend a few hundred. But in the case of Transformer Earth Wars, another game published by Udul, one will spend around 150,000 US dollars. Yo, that is liquid, bro. And like I said earlier, like if Bruce Lee was around, he probably wouldn't have accepted birth, and that was because of this. That's especially the case once more AI tools become incorporated into the mobile market. Another element of the panel concentrated on the possibilities of automated tools and finding ways to locate the most likely spenders in a game. One tool allowed devs to automate the moderation of communities within mobile games, while the Udo devs created a machine learning neural network that analyzes player behavior and session times to predict what players would become high spenders. Dude, this is next level, and it kind of low-key makes me a little angry just because, like, I know that most of the games that are coming out right now are not passion projects. They are always trying to make games while keeping microtransactions in mind, and I get it, it's business and they gotta make money somehow, but they cut a lot of the content out, and every single game is basically designed by keeping microtransactions in mind. And that's why, like, most of the games that are coming out right now, people, all of us, right, we lose interest so fast that it's not even existing. Like, the only games I think that are keeping people interest right now is Fortnite, and I'm a non-Fortnite player. I don't play that game. I mean, even I like their marketing. I don't necessarily play the game. I don't necessarily like the game. It's fun sometimes, but whatever, it's a meme. I mean, Fortnite bad always. But this time, the bot could spot potential whales with about 87% accuracy, but we think we can get it up to about 95%, Fong said. So talk about... The model was trained with around 2.5 years of player monetization data, and Fong explained that it was even technically possible to build in logic that would target different players with different monetization packages, but such a model would ultimately backfire. When asked to clarify the capabilities of the tech that Fong explained, it would be a net loss for the studio since the backlash from players would be disastrous. 100%, man. And we don't want to create a situation whereby different people pay different prices for the same thing, he said. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And bro, like, whose man is this one, right? Like, $220,000. I believe that was Australian dollar. It's technically like 150 US dollars, or maybe we got like a bunch of other people running around trying to buy microtransactions, trying to make these companies rich right now. And I'm pretty sure, like, Activision wanna have this person around. Even I want to have this person around my channel. I would totally, you know, I'm gonna be welcoming this guy with open arms, and I'm not sure like how, why, what, the who, I'm not sure, but it looks like that this guy definitely got a Benjamin printing machine. He's printing Benjis on an hourly basis, because you cannot tell me that you can go around, spend $220,000 on microtransactions and be fine at the end of the day. Who knows, he might not be fine. He was just sucked into it and spent that kind of money, and maybe now he's kind of broke. I doubt it. He's probably a rich mofo, right? He's definitely seeing money coming like water, but I'm pretty sure, man, this guy exceeded publishers' expectations to the level of which was never seen before, and I'm pretty sure that stock market will be demanding this, or the investors will be demanding that kind of money from publishers. And this is an ongoing battle, and I definitely want to be in the loops with this one. I definitely want you guys to be fighting back, because man, when does it stop? That's kind of like the question a lot of people ask, and I don't think there's gonna be a stop, because once you taste or once the tiger tastes, he would never want to go back on G Fuel, right? So that's the thing, bro. And the crazy it gets, the crazier it will get over time. Like right now, I believe that we used to hear that somebody spent a Benji on microtransactions and people would go crazy. Now we're at a point where people are spending $220,000, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So are we gonna get to the point where somebody spent a milli? I think so, man, because it's gonna get crazy and crazy, and these publishers will be demanding more money. Man, this is a next level story. I honestly just can't. This is a shocker. This is gonna be in the history books. I mean, tell this tale to a friend of yours. Definitely share this video around. Check out some other videos on the screen. Like and subscribe. And this is Skizzle. Pretty shocked at this moment, and signing out.